Hey, Grandpa Hanan. I have a few questions about nuclear war. Do you mind answering them for me?
Hey there, young gun. Not a problem. I'm happy to answer any questions you got. But I do have to ask, why are you so interested in nuclear war?
Well, the reason I was asking is because we have a project at school and we want to go through nuclear war, and I thought, who better to ask than you?
Now, son, it's been a while since I've done anything with nuclear physics or anything like that. But go ahead, shoot, kid. Let's see what your questions are.
My first question is are nukes really that bad?
Well, it really depends on who you ask. Now, there's a lot of people in the military who said they keep our country safe from others, but the way I see it is a nuke can destroy thousands of lives within minutes. It's a little too dangerous to have around, lying around just in case for a rainy day, eh? Now, in my opinion, they're not the best, but they have their purpose. Even though they have their purpose, why is everyone so scared of them, especially nuclear war? Because every time I ask someone, they're like, no, that would be terrible and really bad for us. Why is that? Well, the problem is why everyone's so scared is because it can happen whenever. And not everyone's ready for nuclear war. The only way you survive is bunkers. And even with bunkers, you're going to need a decent amount of supplies and be in there for quite a while because the effects of radiation last a lot longer than the first destruction of the nuke. Hey, Grandpa, I was told that sometime in the 90s, nukes did drop. What happened then? What was the reason? Wasn't that pretty close to nuclear war? Well, son, back in 1945, the first nukes did indeed drop, and they're the first one ever built. Oppenheimer and his team worked very hard and in secret to get them done. But you see, in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, almost 200,000 people, it's an estimate, died those days. And it was very quick. But that's not all. A lot of people died after because of the cancer and radiation that left over, and it caused a lot of issues and a lot of bloodlines. And we still see the effects of it today. But nuclear war is on a different level. Instead of 2 nukes dropping, think about how many nukes this planet has. Now, I could give you a number, but it'd probably be just an estimate and wrong. But countries keep on making nukes, and they're getting bigger and better, with a lot more destruction capability, son. Now, nuclear war will never be a good thing in my eyes. It could kill all, destroy this planet and everything we love. After we're long gone, the planet will rebuild, but we'll destroy everything in the process. I got a question for you, son. What do you think? What do you think it would be worth, the destruction of our entire planet, just because we didn't like a certain thing someone else did or we got into a fight? But Grandpa, you always tell me that defending yourself is very important. And aren't nukes just defending themselves from other people's nukes? Yeah, well, that's the point. But you see how in this preparation for defending, for someone to make an attack, we keep on building more and allowing ourselves to have an arsenal of weapons that can kill everything? Now, son, you should defend yourself, by all means. I'm not saying no, defend yourself. But reasonable force. And what happened in 1947 was not reasonable force for Pearl Harbor, in my opinion. Nor is nukes. That's why we have laws saying we can't use nukes, and every country is sanctioned to tell how many nukes they have and to make sure they don't use them. But you still don't ever know, and there's still going to be conflict that arises from it. Yeah, that makes sense. Reasonable force is necessary. But then why do we keep making them? Is it just fear that controls us and makes us move forward, that we're scared what someone else will do? Yeah, son, you're absolutely right. Fear is driving force. Fear makes us do crazy things, especially build weapons of mass destruction that can take out cities in an instant. But, with that said, there's some benefits. Without nukes, we wouldn't have had nuclear energy, which is a great renewable energy that we use here in Guelph. There's a plant in Hamilton that we get energy from. But at the end, nukes and nuclear war
will never be a good thing. Thank you, Grandpa. That makes sense to me. I can see why nuclear war is bad, especially nukes. I can also see that, sometimes there's positive, like the renewable energy we get from them. Thank you for answering my questions, Grandpa. I really appreciate it. You want to go get McDonald's now? You're paying. Back in my day, we didn't have McDonald's. We ate what was at home. Now we got some bean sprouts and some broccoli with some chicken on the grill right now, and you're gonna enjoy that. It's a good hearty meal, get you through the day, boy.